Okay. So Mr. Yasin, today we are working with our module number 3, which is lesson 3, you can say, because some, why I have written module 3, because some country they understand with module, some country they understand with lesson.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you can understand as a lesson number 3. In this, we will be knowing about Cisco router basic commands, like how to operate Cisco routers. Configuration will come slowly, but
Yeah.
understanding the basic commands we will come to know today.
Okay.
And as you know, this is our topic of the day. We will be completing all this topic today.
Yes, it can be possible.
Yes. Now, see, first of all, as you know that a router doesn't have a screen, right? As our laptop has a screen, right?
Yes,
So
right.
whenever you have router, there is no screen. So if there is no screen, how you will configure this? So Microsoft or other vendors, they are saying that okay, no problem, you can use my operating system like Microsoft or Mac, okay, or Linux. They are saying that okay, you can use my operating system to access the router.
Yeah.
Okay, so for whenever you want to access the Cisco router, so there is one port which is known as console port. Okay,
Okay.
in that console port you have to connect your cable, and that console port will be in the color of light blue, you can say, or you can say light green kind of thing. Okay, and
Yeah.
it will be looking like a RJ45. Okay,
Okay.
and you also know that RJ45 is used for communication purpose also, right? It's a network port.
Port.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that RJ45 will be different. See, even you will find three common port as a RJ45. One you will find as a let me show you to.
I think it's RG45 and RG11.
No, yes, but I just wanted to show you something.
Yeah.
See, RJ45 Ethernet port. Okay,
Yeah.
so this RJ45 Ethernet port of router, you can say, of router of Cisco router in Cisco router. So like you will find like this. I'm just giving you example. It will be like this RJ45 port. Okay,
Yeah.
and this
Yeah.
RJ45 will be used for communication purpose. Okay, now,
Okay.
but there are some other ports also which is known as console port. Okay, and you can see here console port of the Cisco router is also same like RJ45.
RG45.
Yes, but can you see here there is one kind of indication that yes, it is like a RJ45, but it will be used for console. See, it is written here console, right?
Yeah, yes, yes, also.
Yes, and this yellow one, it is used for Ethernet, like you can connect with switch and other routers. See, it is written here. You'll find it as a written here that fast
Yeah.
Ethernet, something like this. See here. Can you see here? Here it is written as a
Yeah,
Ethernet,
yeah.
right? And here also, see here. Here this is also
Yes.
RJ45, but it is console.
Yeah.
And here also RJ45, but this is auxiliary port. But we are
Auxiliary
not
port.
using auxiliary port nowadays because auxiliary was used for remote administration. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes. So here it is we are talking about console connectivity, means whenever you want to connect Cisco router you need console port and console cable to connect with the system. And inside system you will see here one port which is known as DB9, or you can say as a serial port to connect with your desktop. And
Yeah.
then once you connect with your desktop, it will look like this, and console port is used for configuring the router, not for communication, only for configuring. and you configure the router. Once router is configured, then router will allow these computers to communicate.
Yeah.
Yes. Now you will say that okay, if we have laptop instead of desktop, then because in laptop we do not have serial port. Okay.
Okay.
Now, so inside laptop, if you do not have serial port, okay, then you
Okay.
can use as a USB port or converter. There is one converter which will convert that serial connectivity to USB. Okay, I can show you
Okay.
here. Console cable to USB. See here, this one. See, this is the real console cable. Okay, this is the console cable. This one. This will connect to your desktop, and this will connect to your router. Okay, but
Router.
if you have laptop, so in that case you have to use this USB cable.
USB cable.
Yes. So you will connect this RJ45, this one, to your router, and this,
Router, and this one to the USB to the computer.
yeah, to the laptop. Okay, you can see,
Laptop.
yes,
Yeah.
you can see here. It's like this.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
Okay.
connecting to router, and this is connecting to laptop. Now you will
Laptop.
say now you will say that, yeah, I have this cable, so I need converter. So see, this is converter. It will convert that old console cable to USB. So you connect here, and then you connect this USB to your laptop. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now one option will come here, that whenever you will connect, right, so how this laptop will detect this router. So to
Mm-hmm.
detect that router, laptop use one software which is known as hyper terminal, putty, super putty, super CRT. There are a lot of softwares. Okay, so normally people use putty and secure CRT and super putty, like this. This is older one, no one use nowadays. Okay,
Okay.
hyper terminal was inbuilt application in Windows operating system. Okay, that was but nowadays it is not coming. So nowadays you can download putty, secure CRT or super putty in your laptop, and then you can detect the router. And router
Router.
yeah, and router use one kind of operating system that is known as Cisco
Mm.
Internet Network Operating System, iOS.
System. Yeah.
Okay, so we are using this one, we are using this secure CRT for our lab. Okay,
Mm. Okay.
and that is automatic. Or whenever you will run this software, automatically this software will detect that okay, router 1 is connected with you, router 2 is connected with you, like that. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Now as you know that if you want to enter in house, inside your house, if I want to enter in your house, so what is the first step, where I will go first, then I will, what is your entry point and exit point. Like, so first of all I will go to your house. So what is the first point, that yes, there will be security guard, right?
The
Yes.
security guard.
Yes, then I will enter from your main gate, then I will go to the uh, what you can say, guest room.
Guest room.
Yes, and then I will enter in your family house to visit you, right?
Right.
Yes, so same in the router also, there are three modes of accessing and configuring the router.
Yeah.
So that three modes are divided into, like, that modes you can say, Cisco router and switch modes are divided into three mode. First one is known as user mode, second one is known
Okay.
as privilege mode, and third one is known as global configuration mode.
Yeah.
Okay, now, so you will say that okay, what information you will get here, what information you will get here, and what information you will get here.
Mm.
So first of all, whenever you want to log in inside the router, that is known as user mode, and it will look
Yeah.
like this. Okay, this greater sign. Okay, whatever name will be there, it is router here. Maybe you will find here router 1 kind of thing, or like this one. See here, can you see here
Okay.
this one? Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the name of the router. And why name is there? Because if you have 10 router and if you will not give name, then how you will identify, right? That's why
Right.
we configure name. Okay, now,
Okay.
so whenever you will log in the router, so you have to come here to the router user mode, and this will give you the login prompt, and here you can log in. Now remember, inside your laptop you have two options, whether like whenever you want to log in, so you put password or you do not put password, right?
Right.
So same in the router also. By default, when the router is new, you will get login prompt, but if you will enter there, automatically you will move to privilege mode.
Privilege mode.
Yes, but if you will configure username and password here, so if you will press enter here, and then here they will ask username and password. So when you verify username and password, then you will move to second mode, that is known as privilege mode.
Privilege mode.
Yes, and after privilege mode, if you want to secure your privilege mode also, you can secure this one also. Okay, and
Okay.
once you want to configure your router, you can come to this configuration mode. See,
Yeah.
user mode is just login mode. You log in and check basic commands, like I want to ping, I want to trace, I want to monitor the performance of the router. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, but if you want to monitor full monitoring of your router, when you want to check everything of your router, when you want to delete, when you want to erase, okay, when you want to shut, no shut, or some kind of disabling kind of thing, or debugging kind of thing. Okay,
Okay.
okay, so this you have to come to privilege mode. This is just a basic login and check the basic operational things in the user
Mm.
mode. But when you want to full monitoring of the router or switches, so you have to come to privilege mode. Okay, and how it look like? It look like this: name and hash.
Okay.
Okay, and now when you want to configure, now see, this two mode cannot configure your router. This just for checking and monitoring. This
Yeah.
is basic checking and monitoring, this is full checking and monitoring, this one, privilege mode.
Okay.
But whenever you want to configure your router, then you have to come to this mode, config mode.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is known as user mode, and here you will have the limited options. Second, here you have
Yeah.
privilege mode. In this privilege mode, you can all see, can you see here, all user mode means whatever command you are running here, you can run all here. Okay, and you can run all debug command. Reload means you can restart the router. Okay, you can disable, delete the configuration. Okay, and then you will move to privilege configuration mode. Okay, and in
Okay.
configuration mode, you can configure the router. Okay,
Okay.
you can configure the name, you can configure the routing, you can configure the IP address, everything configuration is there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now
Okay.
same thing is here. So how it will look like? So whenever you want to see your user mode, it will look like this. And when you want to move from user mode to privilege mode, you type enable, then you will move to privilege mode. But
Yeah.
there is no any option that you cannot directly jump from user mode to configuration mode. No, you have to stepwise step is there. Okay, come,
Okay.
and yes, and exit is also like that. Exit, when you exit, you will come to privilege, and then exit, you will go to user. Okay,
Okay.
yes, see, maybe I'm inside your family room, right? I cannot jump directly from family room to main gate, right?
Outside.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
to slowly I have to exit, right?
Right.
Yes. So whenever you want to move from user mode to privilege, you type enable, and when you want to move from privilege mode to configuration mode, you have to type this configure terminal command. Okay.
Right.
Okay, there are some sub configurational mode. We will discuss this one while configuring. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is user, this is privilege, this is
Mm.
configuration mode. Now if you want to exit from the configuration mode, like suppose I configured everything, then I have to exit. So you type exit or you press Ctrl Z or you type end. Okay, I'll show you all these commands. Okay,
Control Z or N
end, yes.
to exit in
Yeah, to come back.
any mode.
Yeah, you, if you are in any mode, if you are here, if you are here, if you are here, if you are here, you just type this command, you will directly come to privilege mode.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you type exit, so exit is one step back, one step back, one step back, like this, like this. But if you
Right.
type directly end, if you are here in any configurational mode, you will directly come back to your privilege mode.
Okay.
Okay,
Without lose all of configuration you
no,
are
you have
doing.
to save the configuration. If you will not save, right,
Yeah.
and so when you come here privilege mode, okay, and then you save the configuration, no problem. You can save here also and you can save here also,
Okay.
but main Cisco recommend to save the configuration here.
Okay. In privilege mode.
Yeah, in privilege mode. Okay, now modes of the router. See, we talked about user mode, privilege mode, global configuration mode, right? There are some other
Yeah.
modes also which is known as interface mode, line mode, router mode. Okay, but
Okay.
main is this one, 1 2 3.
Okay.
Okay, now there is one more option which is known as setup mode. Setup mode means, now see, let me show you setup mode. See, I am taking two router here, router 1 and router 2. Okay, if I am starting this router, if I am clicking in CLI option, see, here I am getting like a system configuration dialog, right?
Right.
Yes, and here I am getting option, would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? So
Configuration
what
dialog.
Cisco, yeah, so what Cisco has done, Cisco says that no problem, if you are a new user, right,
Right.
and you do not know configuration and you want to learn or something like that, right? Or maybe
Right.
yeah, so what Cisco has done, Cisco said that okay, no problem, let me run one template. So Cisco has installed one pre-configured template and is saying that okay, maybe if you have confusion between modes, that okay, which command I should run in which mode, I don't know, but I want to
Yeah.
configure the router. So Cisco is saying that okay, enter in that mode, enter into setup mode, and now you run the commands as per my instruction. That is saying that would you like to enter into basic management setup? Yes, let me configure. Then saying please put your router name. I will say Yasin 1. Please put password. See, are you getting any kind of mode?
No.
Yes, no mode, right? So you,
Okay.
this is for new users, okay, but as you know something, so if you will come here, see, you'll say no, 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 I want to configure everything by my own need, I cannot run. See, template means you have to add some unnecessary information also which is not required.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say no, I want to configure with, see, now you are into your own user mode,
Configure.
then you say enable.
Enable.
Okay, wait, enable. Okay, then you are into
Privilege mode.
privilege mode, then you type here configure terminal,
Okay.
then you are into configurational mode. Okay, but the
Yeah.
problem will come here, maybe if you have multiple routers, maybe if you have multiple router and all routers will come with the name as a router. So if you have 10 routers and I will tell you that okay, go to router 2 and configure this.
Yeah.
See, enable conf t. See if, and see here also you are saying getting, let me run. Here also you are getting router and this name is also router. So how you will
Yeah.
identify that you are working on which router? Here also router, here also router. That's why in router there are some configuration. So I want to configure the router, so I'll go to my configurational mode and then here I will type here host name r1. See, now it's r1. Are you getting?
Okay.
Yes. And if, see now, tell me this router is new or old, because I have configured something, so of course it is old, 1 day old, 2 day old, right?
Right.
Okay, so now I am in which mode?
Mounted global configuration.
Configuration mode. So I want to save the configuration, so I want to exit first. Okay, and then
Okay.
you came to which mode?
Privilege mode.
Privilege mode. Then you have to write here WRITE, write, or
Right.
write memory. There are many commands, I'll show you. Okay, so I want to
Okay.
write, save the configuration, so you write save. Okay, and now the configuration is saved. Okay, okay,
Okay.
so I saved something in router 1, but in router 2, okay, I want to say that okay, host name, I said r2, it is there, but I did not saved it. Okay, and I closed it. See what is happening here. In router 1 I saved, and in router 2 I just configured, but I haven't saved it. Okay, now see, router 1, is it coming into that initial configuration? You remember Cisco yes no?
No.
Is it coming in this mode, this setup mode? No, see, setup mode is like system configuration dialog. When it will come, when nvram is blank, means when your router will be new.
New.
Yes, but now your router is old, then see it is
Is
because
all.
the, yes, see it is coming as a
Yeah.
r1. But here this router is also old, but when I configured I haven't saved the configuration. But see, so now it is coming like let me restart. See it, I have I configured, but I haven't saved it, so again it is coming in the configurational mode. See,
Configuration
yeah,
mode.
the Cisco template like that, right? So
Mm.
whenever you configure anything, do not forget to save the configuration.
Save the
Yes.
configuration.
Okay, so you will get
Okay.
setup mode when nvram is blank, if, and then this setup mode is the Cisco template, but if you want to follow you can follow. If not, if you follow the template, you will never come, you will never get this user mode, privilege mode and global mode configuration. Okay,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
if you want to follow by your own, you can get user mode, privilege mode and configuration mode.
Okay. Right.
Yes, and why we configure the name to identify the routers. Okay, okay, so the first, this option is coming as a user mode.
Yes.
Yeah, second is coming as a privilege mode, third is coming as a configuration mode, and fourth is, these are line mode will yeah, we'll
Okay.
see all these modes. Okay, now router setup mode. If nvram is blank, then you will get this one. Okay, but one question, Okay, did I close it now? Maybe this is what? This is old router, right?
Right.
But I want to come to, I want to use it as a, again as a, I want to enable that template again. So you type here setup. When you run this setup command, again that template will come.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to write this command. Okay,
Setup.
yes. And if you want to follow the normal procedure like username privilege mode and user mode privilege mode and global configuration mode, then you can follow this one, no problem. But again, if you want to use the setup mode, you can come back with the setup command. But always keep in mind, whenever you will run this setup mode, do not think that the configuration will be erased. No, if you type here no, see, configuration is still there.
Is it still there?
Yes, it will never erase because you have saved the configuration.
Okay. I have a question, sir.
Yes.
In user mode,
Okay.
if, for example, we have put the password there and you forgot that password,
Okay.
how can I
Oh yes. So if you
see?
forget that password, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you do not have any option. So we have password cracking system. I'll show you how to crack the password.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Because see, in user mode or you enable mode, we have some kind of password like text password, a strong password. We'll see all those password. Okay, but any
Okay.
password is there, and if you forget that password, right? Some password
Right.
you can crack, and some password if you cannot crack, then you have some option to like in phone also, factory reset.
Yeah.
Yes, so you can run factory reset, so all the configuration will be erased out and then your router will be new, and then in that you can configure your router freshly, and then uh,
Can you reconfigure it
yes,
again?
yes, yeah, configure your router again. And
Yeah.
second is, there is some option that in that you can crack the password, but you will never lose the configuration. I'll show you.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have some kind of command, so let's run the command. Okay,
Okay.
so if I'm here, okay, see, if you are here and if you are typing some wrong command, right? So it will see, it is, whenever you type some command, so your router think that you're writing some kind of domain name. Okay, so your
Domain
router,
name.
yeah,
Yeah.
your router start translating with the DNS server or domain server. Okay, but so
Okay.
if you want to skip out from this one, so you type, press control shift and number 6.
Press Control.
Control shift C CTRL plus
Okay. Number 6.
shift plus number 6, like this.
Okay.
Okay, this is the command. This is not a command, you have to press this key. Okay, like I'm writing
Okay.
Yasin, see problem, then you press control shift 6 to come out from there. Okay, so see here, if I'm exit here and if I'm typing here question mark, see how many command is there? Limited command, right?
Muted command.
Yes. And if I'm typing here enable, and then if I'm typing here, so sorry, question mark, see, can you see here how many commands is there? Multiple commands, right?
Multiple command.
Yes. So in privilege mode you will have all the commands which is in user mode, and user mode is just connect, disable, disconnect, enable, exit, logout, ping, no any kind of configurational command.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, So see here.
Okay.
So if I'm running here, see, exit show version. See, show version command will give you that, okay, we have window 10, window 7, window 8, like that, right?
Right.
So that is OS version. So same here, Cisco iOS version is 15.1.
Punch one.
Yeah, and the latest is 15.6. Okay,
Okay.
and for with our lab we will be using 15.1, 15.4, 15.6 all.
Okay.
Okay, we will use old also to know the differences between new router and old router.
And all the router.
Yes, and this is your router series name. C2900 means your router is 2900 series router. So if you'll come here,
Yeah.
you see here, see, 2900 series router. Can you see the device model name 2900?
Yes. 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 I see.
So when you will run this command show version, you will get the detail of your operating system and your device name or model
Yeah.
name. Okay,
Okay.
and same command you'll see that, okay, I already told you that whatever command you are running in user mode, that command you can run in your privilege mode. See here, show version. So you can run this command also. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and this all information what we are getting here, it is stored in flash memory. Okay.
Memory.
Yes, flash memory. Okay. Now exit. Suppose I want to configure my router interface, right? But
Right.
I don't know how many interface my router have. So if you'll write this command, see here, so IP interface brief. See how many interface you have. Gigabit interface G means 1, gigabit interface 2, and then you have VLAN means
Villa.
physical. Yeah, you have only two physical interface. So if you
Yeah.
if you want to verify physical, zoom in, see how many physical interface you have. You can see here, this, see, this is USB port. Okay,
Yeah.
see here, gigabit 0 and gigabit 1, the yellow color.
Okay.
Okay, and this is what the this is one is console port. Console port is not for connect configuration, only for sorry, the configuration. Okay, so you can configure
Yeah.
but not for communication. So whatever command you are typing here, this port is for communication port. Okay,
This report.
yes, that's why you are getting here IP address option.
Yeah.
Console do not have IP address, and this is auxiliary port. Okay,
Yeah.
ports are there, see, all is multiple ports are there, but two port is for communication and two port is for configuration. So you will say
Configure.
console is local configuration and auxiliary is used for remote configuration. Okay, now
Okay.
remember I told you that we have two type of router. One is modular router and second one is fixed router. So fixed
Yeah.
router you cannot modify and change the router, but if you want to modify some routers, so you need modular router. So see, let me off this router and see some ports are free here. I want to increase ports. So what I will do, see here, can you see, and now enable it. Now you go to your CLI and now you command so IP interface brief. You will see that there are some more ports added to your routers. Yes, and now run this command, so IP interface brief. See, some more ports added to your router.
Yeah.
Yes.
They added the fast internet.
Yes, you added fast Ethernet, but if you want to add more, you can add more. Yeah, there are gigabit interface also. No, gigabit is not there. This is serial port is there. Okay, if you want to add serial, see, whenever your device is on, at that time you cannot add. Now
Ah,
yes, now off the device to add and on the device, and now you come back here and you will see now more ports added to that your device.
yeah.
See, same command you can run in your privilege mode. So IP interface brief. See, some more port you have added.
Yeah.
Yes, but you can see here when you are writing this so IP interface brief, you are getting something like unassigned. Okay, hardware
Okay.
status is okay, no problem. Okay,
Okay.
method means the IP address you have configured, it is static IP address or dynamic IP address, so you will get here.
Dynamic.
Yes, now
Yeah.
status of the port. Okay, means
Setting.
two type of a
Okay.
status will be there. Okay, status means
Okay.
whether administrator has manually shut down the port or it is some kind of error due to protocol problem. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, this one. Okay, see, it's red, right? Means the port is disabled due to administrator, not with the physical problem. Okay,
Okay.
yes, so if it is problem with the administrator side or configurational problem, so you will get here down. But if it is a protocol or some kind of other communication problem, then you will see here down. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So now suppose if you want to ping from router 1 to router 2. Okay, so for
Okay.
pinging you need one network, right? So which network
Right.
you want to use? 1.1.1.0/30. So if I'm coming here to router 1. Okay, okay, so router 1 we are using which port number? Gig 0 by 0, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'll come here. See, so now I want to configure IP address, right? So I'll come to which mode?
Right. Config terminal.
Yes, configurational mode. Okay, see, you will be normally you will be here. So first you type here enable, then you type here conf t, then you type here
Yeah.
interface gig interface gig 0 by 0. You can see here gig 0 by 0 is there, name is there. Okay, gig 0 gigabit 0 by 0 gigabit ethernet. Okay, and then you type here IP address
Yes.
12.1.1.1, and I gave subnet mask /30. So what will be the subnet mask? It will be 252, right? And then
Right.
you type here no shutdown. No shutdown means enable, shutdown means disable. Okay,
Disable.
and now see, can you see the state is up now? And then you type here exit. Okay, so R1 is completed. Now we'll move to R2. Enable conf t host name, let me change first to R2, and then I'll come here interface gig 0 by 0. You can write full name also, or you can write short name also. Okay, then
Okay.
I see in the last, in the router 1 I have written interface gigabit ethernet, but see here is just int IP address 12.1.1.2 and the subnet mask no shut instead of no shutdown. And now the interface is up, you can see here. And now if you want to check the status, see it is green now, right?
Right.
Yes, and now if you are coming to the router, and now if you are running that command, the command what we have used here, So IP interface brief. See, can you see here what information you are getting here? The method of start, name of the interface, IP address of the interface, status is okay. The IP address you have manually configured here, okay, and
Mm.
status is up and protocol is
Okay.
also up.
The protocol is
Yes, both side. Okay,
yes, sir.
so here we are with router 1. Okay, so in router 1 also, sorry, router 2, so IP interface brief. Okay, see here also you
Okay.
are getting the same status, right?
Right.
Okay, now but can you see one thing, that if I want to get the information with this, so IP interface brief, right? Okay,
Right.
so you want to
Okay.
get the information of only single port, right?
Right.
But you are getting these unknown informations which is not required. So you can run like this, see here. So IP interface brief exclude unassigned, means please remove the those interface which is not configured. But this command will not
Okay.
run in this packet tracer, it will run only in GNS3. Okay,
Okay.
yes, so we'll work on GNS. I was just showing you some few information.
Yeah.
Okay, it's working good. Okay, it's working, see it, see only this. So you can get the, you can see the differences between this command. See, if you run this
Okay.
swipe interface brief, okay, in this you will get all the port information which is important and which is not important. Okay, just a
Okay.
second. Okay, so did you understood the differences between these two command?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, now so if you are here on router 1 and if you want to communicate, so you will use ping. So ping 12.1.1.2, see, pinging successful, see, communication. Now if you want to ping from user mode also, you can ping. It's not that you should be there only with the privilege mode. Ping 12.1.1.2, see, you are pinging. Even if you see that, okay sir, I want to check, see, ping, you are pinging. Now if you will move to configuration mode also, right, and if you want to
Right.
use ping 12.1.1.2, is not working, right?
It's not working.
But you want to use, so you write do ping 12.1.1. So whatever command you can use in the lower mode, you can use in the higher mode, but whatever command you can use in higher mode, you cannot use in
In
lower
privilege
mode.
mode.
Yes, okay, now
But
see,
in global configuration mode,
yes,
we must begin by do.
yes, whenever you want to use some lower mode, so you can use do.
Okay.
Okay, now see, there are some physical configurational command, like physical hardware testing command. Okay,
Okay.
so but we are using some, this is simulation, right?
Right.
Yes, see here I have used control Z. So when I press control Z, I directly came to privilege mode. So
Privilege
here
mode.
you can run some kind of command like so file system, see,
System.
so file system. But here we are not getting that much information, right? Okay,
Right.
but because this is simulation, but if it will be a real router, you will get proper information. Okay,
Okay.
now you can run here so memory command. So memory is not coming. Okay, maybe it's not working here, but so memory will be also there. In that you can check, okay, RAM information and memory information. Now if you want to, in our system we have process utilization task, right? This one, performance one, right? CPU utilization,
Right.
memory utilization. So here also we have
Mm-hmm.
that command. So
Okay.
processes process is CPU. See, so processes, see, okay, but don't think that this command is not there. This command is there, okay,
Okay.
only
Okay.
this packet tracer is not showing this.
Mm.
Okay, now close this one. Now remember, I told you that we can change the host name of this router. Conft host name. Okay, I'll say
Name.
that Yasin router 1. See, is there like that? Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Now if you want to save that configuration, right? So for saving we have a lot of command like write, right? Okay, sorry, we'll go to the privilege modes. Okay,
Privileges.
yes, write, or I can write copy,
Running startup config.
yeah, running config to a startup config. Okay,
Yeah.
yes,
I've reading that command in one book.
yes, okay. Now remember, I have written one command that show IP interface brief, or this command is very big command, right?
Right.
But
The big one.
you want to say that okay, whenever I want to save something, I want to write my own command.
Yeah.
I will write Yasin or save, but save is not a command.
Mm.
See here, save is not a command. Okay,
Okay.
okay, so I want to do something, I want to change that command, but that command will, that is known as a local alias configuration, or what you can say, let me explain you better. Okay, suppose that some command is very big, very
Yeah.
long, but I want to
Okay.
modify that command and make a shortcut name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to write
Yeah.
for your own personal reference, not for other guy,
Exact.
and that will be only local to the router. It's not that it will be spread to all over the organization, no. So I
Yeah.
want to save this configuration too. So what I will do here, I will make that alias conft. Maybe I want to write this one. Okay, I want to write alias, I don't know it will work here or not, exec execute mode, I want to write save. Okay, or simple save. Okay, of which command? Copy, this command, we just copy and paste this one, copy and paste of this command, enter. No, it's not working. Once, no problem, let me show you here with this GNS3 packet GNS3. See, all, that's why I do not like packet tracer. Packet tracer do not support all commands.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take one router and start this router and take a console of that router. Okay, enable conft, then you type here alias execute mode, I want to run save command for
Copy.
copy running config startup config. Okay,
Yeah.
and one more command I want to make, alias for show IP SIP, something like that. For which command? Show IP interface brief exclude unassign. Okay, and now see, if you are running like this, saves, see, save, but save is not a command. And if you write here SIP, see, SIP is also
Okay.
command, but SIP you made command, but SIP is not a real command.
Okay. Okay. I understand.
Alias means what? You can make a duplicate command for your own reference.
All reference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we'll come here, like, see why we need to configure name to the routers or other devices in the network. Okay, so we should give the name to the devices, okay,
Okay.
to identify, because see, by default all router or switches name will be router switch, like that. But for
Yeah.
identifying that, okay, this router is on floor 1, this router is on floor 2, so you have to give the name like
Okay.
that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now how we can secure our router, like basic configuration is done. Now I want to secure my router, and why we should know to secure our router, like, so suppose if you want to build your house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first process is building your house. Once you build your house, okay, builded your house, then what you will do, first you will put door, then you will put lock, then after that you will start putting the items, right?
Right.
So same here also, first you come connect your router, and then you put basic configuration like host name, something like that. Before configuring the main configuring of the router, first you secure your router. Once your router
Yeah.
is secure, then you configure whatever you want, no problem. Okay, so in
Okay.
our next class, like tomorrow, we will be knowing about how to secure our router. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
today we came to know about basic configuration of the router, like, okay, how to save, okay, how to,
Okay.
like, okay, erasing is remaining. Let me show you, like, suppose we have one router here. Okay, so here, if you come and see that, yes, we have something here, right? Your name of is like this one. Okay, and if you check here, so IP interface briefs, IP is also configured, right? But I want
Right.
to erase everything, so you have to type here erase startup config. Do you want to erase? Yes. Okay, and then you have to type reload. Yes, confirm. Now it's reloading, and now you will see that everything has been deleted.
Deleted.
And always keep in mind, erase will always work on privilege mode. See, now your router is new. See, okay, so our next class will be how we can secure our router. Okay.
Okay.